G'day viewers, JodoCast again, and I know that I've had all sorts of bits and pieces on the go over the last few months, and I've been promising different things, but I got a delivery today from NF Strike. I've been waiting on this one, pretty excited about it, so let's have a look and see what we got. I got a few different bits and pieces, but this one is, probably guessed already, it's the bonus thing. The worker, I think it's called Prophecy Type R kit. So that's what this box of goodness is. This is the whole kit. Let's have a look at what we got here. A couple little thumb screws. This box will be, okay, so that's your main blaster. Baggie of screws. Oh, that feels nice. A nice extended mag release. Nice and springy, good power to it. Nice, I like it. Where's that bit go? Oh yeah, it's right there. Okay. Alright, alright, what else have we got? This will be the grip, the front. We've got a box sled, screws. This will be the now. Alright, what I'm doing on this build, which is a little bit different, I haven't seen anyone else do that, this particular build. Now, if I can get this out of here, what I'm going to do is a expanded plunger tube mod, but that fires full length darts. So this is for people who want to use your standard full length darts like your FMJs that get used for wars, etc. This will be usable with that, but it's going to be the high powered version. So this is the stock. Jesus, solid pieces. Like, that's a real heft to them. And this is the barrel extension and more, and a bunch of screws and stuff in there as well. Okay, and we've got the metal catch, got the extended spring, power spring, and the breech for your standard size darts. Alright, so this is what we're going to use. Let's get busy and start whacking this stuff together. Now, it shouldn't be an overly difficult build. Where did build come from? Okay, so hopefully we can get this knocked over fairly quickly, and please stick with me for the journey. We'll get all our pieces deplasticated, and we'll work out what's going where and what we do and don't need and what have you. And once again, thanks to NF Strike. Alright. What do we need? We need a screwdriver. Most of these parts look like they're just held together with a couple of token screws. Just to sort of keep them together and everything in place. Okay, now One thing I do know is that I've got to Dremel out the back of the shell here to match this size here, so that I can fit the power kit on with the extended spring. So I will need to get the Dremel out and Dremel that open. So that's one thing that will need to be done. And also there are some small ridges inside the blaster that will need to be Dremeled out in order to fit the expanded plunger tube as well. So we'll grab our Dremel, or in my case it's what I call a poor man's Dremel, the Azito power tool. And there's that little reinforcement plate there, which we will not be using because it doesn't suit our purpose. Okay, that's off there. Now, these pieces inside are really, they feel really solid, like way more solid than the genuine Nerf ones. Gee, that's a good catch spring. That's got some freaking power to it. Alright, so this is going to come out. This will come out. This will have to come out. I'll leave that out. That will stay in. So let's put this back on. And we'll pop a screw. It's tight, very tight. Instead of a plastic one. such. Bigger spring goes in there like such. Now, bolt sled assembly. Okay, so I have to remove the pin from here. So remove the pin, get that into place, push the pin through, and the last little bit will have to be is knurled, so it'll need to be probably tapped in. I'll just there we go. Okay, we got these little bits, which will obviously go in here, one side in. So that's these little bastards here have to be pushed in to the holes either side. Alright, so they're in place. So they can go in there. Alright, now before we close all this up for real, I'm just going to add some lubricant on. As good as it can get, needs to be, it can be, yeah, whatever. So that jam door can go back in there. Right, that can go back in here. Okay, jam door back in. Closed. Alright, now we need to screw this bastard together. These jiggers. What was that screw for? That'd be fine, eh? Need a bit of screwdriver. Can't find the screwdriver I'm looking for. Alright, now this bit here goes on the front, lines up, and this bit goes on it, comes back to there. Now, what screws to use for that, or are you supposed to use the thumb screws for that? I don't think you are. So this goes on over the top of the whole lot after you've screwed that together. So, screws almost. Maybe they're here. I think there might be. I think you get a choice of silver or black screws to screw the whole thing together with. There's another couple of little of those knurl things. That'll be there, I would say. Alright. Cooking with geese. Alright, so now we've got. Do we put these bits on? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 screw points for that to stick together. Alright, now this bit comes up over here. Now the screw goes in each side. These little fellas. Alright. What is that bit for? I think there might be if you're not doing the full length rifle kit. Alright, now we've got the front bit here. Now, Allen key for that is in the base. Just pry that open and that'll pop open. Get the Allen key out. And go back on. The thumb is on the nuts. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly where I lost you. I'll have to go back and look at the video, but there it is complete. The Worker Type R full length dart, expanded plunger tube with the elongated spring. It looks and feels fantastic. It shoots really nice. It's still quite light to prime, but it feels really good. So what I want to do now is I'm going to set up the chronometer and we're going to put a few rounds over the chronometer. So sorry that the battery went flat and then I lost you somewhere through the build there. There's other videos of the builds which are all very similar. Look, the only difference is I used the different bolt or loading tube in the bolt assembly so that it takes a full length standard dart as opposed to the shortened darts and what have you. Apart from that, the builds are very much the same. But what no one else has shown you and I'm about to show you now is let's have a look and see what sort of FPS it gets over the chronometer. Alright, let's just set the camera up on the chronic. Alright, so we've got the chronometer set up and now we've got a magazine here which has got half a dozen elite darts. Now they're all used, so this is like what you'd use out in the field somewhere. So half a dozen elite darts and then the rest are FVJs. So let's see what we get out of this jigger.
These readings seem awfully low.
So there you go, folks. The Worker Prophecy Type R kit. Great looking blaster, but as far as firing full-length darts with the expanded plunger tube, it leaves a little bit to be desired. It's subpar, you know. As you saw from those FPS readings, 70 to 80 ish. I would have expected a lot more from this blaster. Not sure if I've done something wrong in the assembly, but as far as I can see, everything's working the way it should, and I've done everything correctly. Everything seems to line up, and all the movements and motions and everything are fluid and correct and working the way they should. So I'm assuming that I've done everything correctly. But yeah, just a bit subpar with full-length darts. I can get better out of a retaliator. I have. Yeah. I know I haven't seen anyone else do a review and FPS test on this particular configuration with the expanded plunger tube and the full-length darts. So at least now someone has, so you can actually see that it's probably not worth purchasing to use in that configuration. You are much better off to get the sealed breech and the Stefan configuration for this particular blaster. But at least, you know, from this point I can actually buy those additional bits and I can convert this into a Stefan firing and get back the performance that I was hoping for. Alright folks, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe and keep posted for more videos. Once again, thanks to NF Strike for the supplying of all the worker parts and what have you, the darts, etc. that I use. They do a fantastic job. Great price product, quick and easy, everything you want in one place. So thanks again to them, and I've got more reviews coming as they're sending me more product to have a look at and to review and test. So I'm looking forward to receiving those and doing those reviews as well. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So thanks again. I hope everyone had a good Christmas break and New Year's, and stay tuned, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next mod. Cheers.